Oh Lord, today has been a day. This is Real with Robo, and I am cleansing my soul, people. I have taken in so much knowledge today, and I've had nowhere to spew it, so I'm grateful for being back on Facebook where there are normal fucking people. Okay, yeah, did I just say that? Normal fucking people on Facebook. Anyway, take it as a compliment, because y'all fucking weirdos. Anyway. So first, John feels a little bit sick. He passed out, fell, but he okay. He's okay. We found out it was just because he was dehydrated and that he wasn't getting enough intake of water mixed with caffeine, dash of cream, and some sugar. Yes, I love coffee. No, I don't have any. Someone make me some coffee. I need coffee. Anyway. So no, seriously, he's fine. He's fine. He's good. The medication they have him on is just so crazy that, it makes him, like dehydrated and shit. And so he wasn't ready for that. But he's fine now. Yeah. But during the time that he was out, I decided to stay on Twitter and check out, what's going on, which was a mistake. Well, kind of a mistake. Because actually, I think President Trump is funny as fuck. I have never seen a president troll Congress like he does. Okay, last night everybody was like bitching and moaning and complaining. You got to fix this immigration shit. And I'm like, fix the immigration shit? We should have fixed the immigration shit a long time ago, but okay, let's see what this is about. Then I read up on it and I found out that Trump had put out a zero tolerance policy, which was good. It's good because it keeps Americans safe, okay? Quit that. Stop being stupid, okay? And yes, I'm puking all this politics because it was just, I need to cleanse myself of politics. And so it's like, then they're bitching and moaning and complaining about child separation. And I'm like, well, when folks go to jail here, they don't take their fucking children with them. What are you fucking people talking about? And like, I thought people on Facebook was serious about politics. Wow. Y'all have never been in the motherfucking fray till you go there. I promise you, you have never been in the fray. Because I couldn't even keep up. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? And so I started trolling. I flipped over to my humorous side and I was like, I can't deal with this. It's too much. And, oh man, a lot of shit happened. And so then Trump said this morning, fine. Actually last night he said, fine, Congress, you need to fix this shit. And Congress looked at him and went, you can fix it with a swipe of your pen. Apparently he thought our president was going to back down. Like, are you for real? And I called it last night. I called it this morning too. I say he finna fix it with the swipe of a pen, but it ain't gonna be the swipe you like. Okay? Because we all know what they was trying to go for, Pelosi and all them. They was trying to go for, go ahead and open the borders with no kind of reprimand. Well, they didn't get it. What he swiped his pen with was keeping the zero tolerance policy and signing in executive orders that now the kids can join their parents in jail, basically. They now have detention centers for the kids and adults. I'm applauding because he just trolled Congress like that was so painful. But I knew it was going to happen. He was going to have an ugly surprise, and surprise, it's ugly. But yeah, guys, don't stress though, because the kids and the parents at the border, they not getting treated like dogs, okay? That's what they tried to say on CNN Turning Point or whatever. And the border patrol guy, the head of the border patrol, he totally clowned her. They got nice twin beds like, what we have for our kids. Not the little race car beds or whatever, but those, wooden twin beds with comfortable blankets and all that. They get immunized. They get cleaned up and health checked and all that. And they even have superheroes painted on the walls. And they get toys and Xboxes and all that. So, they live in plush for being in jail. All right? I wish the foster system was like that. Hell, if jail was like that, I might just motherfucking cross the border and come back illegally. Just to have superheroes painted on my wall. No, I wouldn't do that, because I'd be like, motherfucker, I'm American, you stupid ass son of a bitch. Get out of my way. But anyway, yeah, so, then Congress tried to hate on him. So he went a step further. He was like, you know what? Everybody's telling me to back off, back off, back off. No, I'm not going to back off. Guess what? Then he instructed the DOJ, okay, Department of Justice, to send JAGs down there. Because they said that you could at least, not keep the kids and the families indefinitely. You could, expedite it. Okay? So he sent the JAGs down there. For those that do not speak military, JAGs are military lawyers. And he sent them there to prosecute these people. Why you play with our president? Why do you play with our president, Congress? Stop playing. And all these liberals and socialists, because I ain't going to call them Democrats because they are not Democrats. I done brought in so much information today. They are not Democrats. They are socialists. They are full-fledged socialists, Marxists, and communists. And right hand to God, they are making JFK spin like a motherfucker up in his grave. He is just whirling. If you be quiet, oh, y'all be quiet. You could hear spinning. That is all the dead Democrats that ever lived or ever called themselves Democrats. They are spinning. Okay? And so then he decided to take it a step further. Oh my God. And I'm just like, how far can he go though? He said, I'm going to tell you what. Since Congress ain't acting, and I got to find a way to deter these motherfuckers, any country that is receiving aid from America and that is abusing the immigration system will have their aid cut off. Mexico, Argentina, Colombia, all that, gone. It's gone. Like he is not paying them a dime. Like he was paying them like 65 or 85 million to help their little infrastructure. He is now paying them $0 million. And it's funny how that happened. Okay, people, it may have been a coincidence, but last night I tweeted to him. I said, you know what would be great if the real Donald Trump did? Is if he cut the aid to those countries if they don't act right. And what he do this morning? What did he do? Nothing but like 2 hours ago. He did what I said. And it's like he's been reading my motherfucking mind. No, I'm just kidding. He probably been reading the tweets that I put out to him. And this gives me hope, guys, because next thing we're going to go after, yes, Lord Jesus, the opioid crisis, I'm going to go to bat for my peoples. So all them peoples in pain, my MS peoples, all them peoples, we gonna go to bat because he's listening. Because like yesterday, I said, you know what would be funny? Because I got pissed off. I was like, and when I get pissed off, I say, what would be funny? And I said, after that dude, Schumer or whatever his name is, he said, he could fix it with the swipe of a pen. I said, you know what would be funny? Is if he put the parents and the families into a prison. Like just them into their own little prison. And then I said and then it'd be funny, since they asking for more lawyers down there, is if he sent in the military, because he is the commander in chief. And all of a sudden all this happens. I'm getting hope. I'm getting hope. And so to show him thank you for like listening to me, if he is listening to me, I'm not saying he is, but if he is, if he's listening to me, someone jumped on the FLOTUS and I got all up in his ass. I mean, I just put my foot all up in his ass and then slurped up in there, made a chimney, had my couch jumping off, turned on my TV, started watching Lieutenant Joe Kenda. That's where I was at, up in his ass. I was not playing. So now I'm thinking he listening to me. I'm like, is he really listening to me? This is so cool. And I know it stresses John out because he's like not political and he's kind of sick. And I'm really sick, okay? I'm really sick and tired of seeing this shit, break friendships apart. Like, we could disagree on any level, but why would it cost you your friendship? When you became friends with me, you knew I was an asshole and I'm going to have my big mouth ass opinions. So why would that change our friendship? I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, you wrong. Oh, you wrong for feeling that way. You can feel however the fuck you want to feel. But I am going to check you and call you on it. And if you want to check me, you could try, because once you check me, I'm going to check you back. And we just going to go back and forth. But that's how I do with my friends. When I communicate with my friends, we communicate, And if you can't communicate with me, then you was never a friend. And I'm excited about this border thing because, number one, I remember a story from when I was living in Dixon, okay? Dixon, California. There was this little old lady. She worked her ass off, okay? She was a Mexican immigrant, a legal one. And her dream was to bring her, kids and they kids and everybody over to America. And, and she'd get down about it and I'd be like, come on, mamacita, just keep the faith. You could do this. And so she started cooking and selling tamales. So I go broke every paycheck. When I worked at Goodwill, I'd go broke every paycheck buying the tamales off her. Like, I really supported her. And I really wanted her dream to come true because she did it the right way. Then one day I come home from work, it was just a hop over the fence. So, I launched my ass over the fence. Yeah, I was good at that back then because I ain't going to say I was, I was great and, brilliantly sparkling pure like I am right now. I'm pure. I'm a good girl. Yeah, right. Anyway, so.
Good at it.
Whatever. And so I launched my ass over the fence and I hear this arguing outside my apartment. So I went in through the back door like I normally did, put my shit down, walked out the front door. There was these 3 dudes just climbing on mamacita, okay? They were like, yeah, you should take your ass back to Mexico. You're fucking illegal and, saying shit like that. And I'm looking at her and she's crying. And I'm like, oh, hell no. And I walked up to them and I started screaming at them, top of my lungs. And when I get loud, I will get loud, believe me. When I get loud, I will let the world know that you done fucked up. And so I started yelling at these guys like, how the fuck do you know what her immigration status is? She's legal. She's blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And they were like, how do you know? And I was like, because I know. I've seen the documents, bitch. She's just trying to sell these tamales so that she could bring her family over legally. You should be supporting that by buying some of them tamales. And they were like, we're not going to buy no tamales. I was like, you should really support her after all the shit you said to her. Buy them damn tamales. And after this went on for 30 minutes and my voice did not falter, did not break, did not quiet down. They were like, how many tamales do you have? And she was like, I have 300. And they were like, we'll buy them all. And it was it hurt me so bad when, they left after buying all them tamales, and, she had like $300 in her hand, like $600, $700. I don't remember. Anyway, she had coin up in her hand. And it broke my heart when she looked at me and she put her arm around me and she leaned her head on my chest because, she's shorter than me. Mamacita was a short little old lady. And she was like, thank you for that. And I was like, no problem. She was like, that makes me so ashamed to be Mexican. And I was like, good, because you're American. And that just put a pep in her step, a smile on her face, and she walked in that house strutting with that money. Okay? But that's the thing, is that it's not just what illegals do over here, like killing, raping, robbing, murdering. They put a bad face on those that are here properly. You see what I'm saying? They hurt those people like Mamacita. So yes, I'm going to be out up in this immigration thing because I want to know bit by bit how it went down. Because as much as people hate Trump, every step that he takes to reform this immigration and get it together to where it's fair to everybody, but that we don't have illegals coming in acting a fool and doing all that. Okay, we have a strong border, but a fair border. Just like he said, he wants a strong border, but one with the heart. And that's what got me. Is because he said you could have both. And I'm like, you can't. And so, bit by bit, I'm thinking about Mamacita. And I'm thinking about how this man in our presidency right now, he's doing right by Mamacita. Because bit by bit, this shit is going to stop where legal immigrants are not being clowned because of illegal immigrants. And I'm down with that. And therefore, I'm going to say in 2020, you're going to get 4 more years of Trump because I'm voting for Trump. That man got a plan and he's been working it. And we're going to see if he's listening to me because I'm going to pitch him my opioid thing. I really am. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because you know what? It's too much of a coincidence not to pass up. So, like, y'all just pray for me. And thank you for listening to me, vent and spew forth my political cleansing because I hate politics. And the reason I hate politics is because it breaks us all down. My left people and my right people, get on Congress. Only Congress can make the laws. Get on them. Do right. Tell them to do right by we the people. It's time to either unite or break apart. And I don't want to see us breaking apart. God bless and y'all have a good night.